Hello, I'm back. In today's video, I will focus on how, in Space 1999, the Moon apparently managed to quickly travel through space. One common theory is that the nuclear explosion which blasted the Moon out of Earth orbit also somehow pushed it into a form of hyperspace or faster-than-light trajectory. The show occasionally hints that the Moon may have entered regions of warped space-time, especially because Alpha frequently encounters phenomena that seem impossible under conventional physics. Strange energy fields, time distortions, psychic entities, and civilizations far beyond human capability. Another interpretation is that the Moon was not moving conventionally through normal space at all. Episodes often imply that space itself behaves differently in the series universe. The Moon may have been carried through naturally occurring space warps, gravitational tunnels, or cosmic currents. Some episodes even suggest intelligent external forces influencing Alpha's path. Of course, there is the theory that the detonation of Nuclear Disposal Area 2, or its side effects, somehow reduced the Moon's inertial mass to near zero by the explosion. One possibility would involve altering the relationship between inertial mass and gravity. If the explosion somehow generated an exotic field that dramatically reduces the Moon's effective inertial mass, and even a comparatively modest force could accelerate it enormously. If the Moon's effective gravitational mass were also reduced, it could potentially escape Earth orbit without requiring the impossible energies normally involved. This idea resembles several speculative concepts sometimes discussed in theoretical physics and science fiction, such as negative mass or altered inertia, gravitational shielding, Higgs field manipulation, vacuum energy effects, and space metric engineering. None of these are experimentally established technologies, and some may be fundamentally impossible, but they are more plausible science fiction explanations than the conventional nuclear explosion physically pushing the Moon away. Interestingly, Isaac Asimov criticized the premise of Space 1999 specifically because the required energies were absurd under known physics. To make the premise remotely workable, something like altered inertia or space-time distortion would almost have to be involved. A fan theory version of Breakaway could therefore be described thus. The nuclear waste accidentally triggered an exotic quantum gravitation effect, the Moon's inertia and or gravitational coupling collapsed, tidal forces on Earth were somehow dampened, the Moon entered a partially decoupled space-time state, Alpha then drifted or slid through space under normal, unusual physics. That would also help explain many other oddities in the series, namely impossible travel speeds, rapid encounters with habitable worlds, strange space-time phenomena, and inconsistent astronomical distances. Ironically, once you assume the Moon was no longer behaving under ordinary physics, much of the show suddenly becomes easier to rationalize. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to comment, like, share and subscribe, and I'll be back soon.